What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. What's poppin'? First things first, salute to Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to the goons in the chat. Run the likes up. Keep the likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip your bartender, man. What is good? What are you guys doing, bro? I know what you guys are doing. You guys are watching me, man. You're watching me. So, hey, man, thought I'd come in here, man, chop it up with you guys a little bit, man, since I was already outside doing what? Blaze one for the nation. I was already blazing one for the nation, dog. I was just chilling. I said, you know what, man? Let me just see what's popping with my peoples. Stop popping with my folks right quick, and that's y'all. You guys are my peoples. So what I was doing, man, you know, you got a real cigar, man. You gotta take the bands off, bro. If you think you're smoking a cigar and it don't have bands on it that you have to take off, you're not smoking a real cigar. You smoking a cigarette. You smoking a cigarette. Okay, basically. All right. But I was here, man, just reading through some articles, and I ran across an article that was so compelling. It was so compelling, bro. Yeah, I decided to come in and talk to you guys about it, bro. I decided to come in and talk to you guys about it. This article is absolutely explains a lot. If you are wanting to know what's going on with the Raiders, because now a lot of, the entire NFL wants to know what's going on with the Raiders. It's not just Raider Nation, because that first pick of the draft is compelling everybody to pay attention. And with all the draft picks, what's going on, Yvonne Holland? What's up, man, with the 1999 dono? I mean, Yvonne comes in swinging for the fences. Ain't seen you in a while, girl, man. Merry Christmas, because I didn't see you, and Happy New Year as well. All right. Always good to see my real people. Thank you, Yvonne. With that being said, so there's a lot of interest with the Raiders, especially with John Harbaugh being fired yesterday, and a bunch of other people rolling around, and now the relevance is what's going on in Henderson, Nevada. But you guys know over here, man, that ever since Tom Brady became a minority owner in the Las Vegas Raiders, I have been, you know, I have been the adversary in regards to a lot of people in the nation that claims that Brady's not going to do this and he's not going to do that, and Tom Brady's not going to tolerate this and Tom Brady's not going to tolerate that. And I've been of the school that Tom Brady's not going to do anything, only to be told by a lot of people that I didn't know what I was talking about. Why would you bring in Tom Brady if he's not going to do anything? Only for me to be right. I mean, it seems to happen every year, yet that I always get proven right, no matter what. This article is going to make it even more clear of why I said what I said, all right? And why now Tom Brady doesn't get a pass. Now his name is in writing from the press release that was issued by Mark Davis, that the general manager, John Spytek, will be handling all football operations in collaboration with Tom Brady. So it's in writing now, including finding the new skipper for the minnow or the Titanic called the Raiders. All right. So now there isn't going to be any ambiguity for all you guys out there that want to carry TB12 on your back. You want to carry him around like a backpack. You don't get to do that now because Mark Davis put everybody's feet to the fire. This article from ESPN is absolutely phenomenal, bro. It's hella long, but I didn't want to read it verbatim, so I just took out the pieces that I wanted to talk about. Okay, so if you look at the title that's on this post or this video, you're gonna actually see exactly what their title is, because I did that on purpose so you can go and grab that title and go read this right now. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into where it gets good at, because they go over the whole situation, how Brady started interacting with Mark Davis and how he became, a 5% owner in the team and all of that. You don't care about that. What we care about is what we care about. which is why did the 2025 season with him on board was worse than it was before he showed up. We won 4 games the year before. We won 3 this year. So why did we get worse? When Brady's supposed to be the GOAT, he's supposed to be the guy that's coming in, according to a lot of people that were coming over here with me, telling me that I didn't know what I was talking about. Why did we turn out to be worse than we were before? So we're here to let that be known, right? We're going to talk about that right now. Not now, but right now, okay? So I'm going to jump in to where I want to jump in. So this is verbatim from ESPN.com today, all right? It says, Brady's arrival as the new minority owner in 2024 heralded a new Raider era. So they're already saying a new era. When he came on board, the new era of the Raiders began. So right there, that's where you have to slice the pie at. When he became a minority owner, a new Raiders era began. I just love it when I get proven right by people who you cannot say they don't know what they're talking about. When I said it a year ago, it said that of an all-time great and a genius football mind who can influence the franchise far more than his 5% ownership stake would typically allow. So they're saying he's a all-time great, which he is, a genius football mind, and he would influence this franchise far beyond the 5%. And while Brady did impact the team's direction, the all too familiar Raider turmoil and failure continued. A 3-14 record, 9 losses by double digits, with 5 of those coming against teams with a below 500 record. His preferred coaching candidate, Ben Johnson. Remember we talked about Ben Johnson? Go back to my videos when I said Ben Johnson used the Raiders as leverage to get the job with the Bears because his agent said it. But we're going to keep reading. Took the Bears job before the Raiders could even make him an offer. And on Monday, the Raiders fired their head coach, Pete Carroll. That shows right there. He was never interested in the Raiders job. He just pretended that he was to get the job he wanted. And guess what? Guess who's in the playoffs? The Bears. Okay, here we go. Interviews with 22 people. So we interviewed 22 candidates to get the head coaching job that Pete Carroll ultimately got. Around the team in the league point less to Brady as the cause of another failed year than a continued dysfunction of symptomatic of an impatient owner, a misaligned front office, a coaching staff and players who lost respect for their coaches. How will this team navigate its all-time defining questions of the NFL offseason? So here's what an agent of a Raiders player said about Brady. Listen to what I just said. A Raiders agent, somebody on the team's agent, said this about Tom Brady. Quote, Brady has a lot of say in the organization. Pete will be gone. Spy Tech will stay because Brady wants it that way. Mark Davis needed an influx of cash to operate at a different level. With new cash comes strings, and those strings are Tom Brady, unquote. Tom Brady had his hands all over this football team. I'm sorry to tell you guys. I know you guys love Brady. I know you wish you had his beautiful hair, his great looks, his cleft in his chin, his bank account. Okay, I know you do. But you're balding, you're 40 pounds overweight, and you drive a forklift all day. You're not going to be Brady. Let's just say the truth, bro. Brady had his hands all over the football team this year, even though he was in the box. He had his hands all over the football team doing all kinds of stuff, all right? This guy continues, quote, Who would want the Raiders' job? An agent of a Raiders player said. The coach who takes the Raiders' job is a coach who takes any job. They know as soon as they have a string of losses, which they will likely have, they will be calling for their head as the owner is going to listen. Unquote. That's exactly why you're in this position. Because people who actually know that they want to have a career avoid the Raiders because of that, what was just said. All right. The Raiders declined to make Carroll or Brady available for interviews after he got fired. Have you seen Pete Carroll make any interviews? No, the Raiders don't want him to do any interviews. He signed an NDA, allegedly, a non-disclosure agreement that he will not talk about anything. Okay? All he did was put out a statement, and now he's just collecting his money. Okay? In a statement from Mark Davis, after Carroll's filing, he defined Brady's role in the most specific, but somehow still vague terms yet. General Manager John Spacek will lead football operations in close collaboration with Brady. And together they will provide decisions, including the head coach. We won't know that already. But the article says it's specific, but it's still vague. Since Mark Davis took over as a controlling owner in 2011, the team has had 2 winning seasons and no playoff wins. We know that. 6 head coaches, 5 general managers tried to find success but failed. Now, here's the part you need to pay attention to. We all been wondering, hey, Shaq, are we still paying these coaches? Are we still paying? Are we still paying Gruden? Are we still paying Antonio Pierce? Are we still paying Josh McDaniel? Are we still paying people? Here's your answer right here. I'm about to give you the answer once and for all. Who's still on payroll? Here it is. On Davis payroll today, now, there are 3 general managers and 3 head coaches, and 5 of the 6 do not work there anymore, but are still under contract. Right now, the Raiders are paying 3 GMs. You have a GM, his name's John Spacek, but you're still paying Tom Telesco, and you're paying Dave Ziegler. Then it says you're paying 3 head coaches. Pete Carroll, Antonio Pierce, Josh McDaniels. All of those guys are still getting a check. All the former GMs are still getting paid, no matter what nobody tells you. The only person who's not getting paid is Gruden. Okay? Bisaccia was an interim. He got paid up until the end of his deal. He didn't get a secondary deal. So AP's still getting a check. Pete's getting $30 million, $300,000 a week. And your boy Josh McDaniels, while he's over there being the offensive coordinator in the playoffs, is still getting a Raider payroll check. You can't make it up, bro. Okay? Davis points to head coaches John Gruden's 2021 resignation, but reports that he wrote the emails with the racist emails and all of that. Okay? So he's saying, Davis is saying, this is the reason why we're in this position. According to this article, Mark Davis feels that the NFL made us be how bad we are because of Gruden. When they made us make Gruden resign, this is why we're in our position. He blames the league. Mark Davis doesn't blame himself. He blames NFL for putting us in this situation because according to him, John Gruden would still be your coach right now, bro. It wouldn't matter what Gruden did. Don't matter what his record was. He was going to be the coach. So he's saying the reason why we've had 5 coaches in the past 4 or 5 years is because of the league. All right. Says right here, interim coach Rich Bisaccia went 7-5, led the team on its most recent playoff appearance that season. Former Raider general manager Mike Mayock was fired after the 2021. He declined to talk for this story. So Mike Mayock, who a name who you have not heard, who is 4 GMs behind. Mayock, Ziegler, Telesco, Spytek refused to speak to ESPN about this too. Because why? Because he has a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, allegedly. He had nothing to say. He hasn't been the manager for 4 years. He still don't have nothing to say because he wants that paper. All right? Allegedly. All right? But he said via text message, he didn't want to do an interview, had the Raiders, this is what Mike Mayock said. Mike Mayock said, had the Raiders kept Bisaccia after the 2021 season, they would be competing for division titles, not for the first pick of the NFL draft. I mean, come on. Didn't I tell you guys that? Didn't I tell you my coach is Rich Bisaccia? Didn't I tell you that I don't want to hear nothing else? If you're not going to go Rich, you're not trying to do it the Raider way. If you're not going to go Rich Bisaccia, you're not doing it the Raider way. I've been told you that Rich Bisaccia was the reason why we're where we at. That's the mistake Mark made. And even Mike Mayock said we would be competing for division titles if we would have kept him. But no, not a big enough name. So that proves me right again, because Mike Mayock, I'd rather believe what he said than you. I told you that was the problem. Okay, told you that. Instead, Davis hired Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, then Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco, neither lasting a full 2 years. Brady arrived at the end of last season poised to take a bigger role. Davis fired Pierce. Okay, this is what Antonio Pierce said. Quote, even starting with firing me, I think that was one of Brady's calls. He told Sirius FM Mad Dog Radio in September. So AP knows who got him fired. AP knows who got him fired. He said it was your boy TB12. But y'all said TB12 didn't do nothing. Y'all said he didn't have nothing to do with it, though. It's not what everyone else is saying. Okay? Neither Pierce or Telesco had a strong connection to Brady. Brady was part of the interviewing panel and hiring process for the next head coach and general manager, along with these guys you've never heard of. Tell me if you ever heard of these people, Raider Nation. These are the guys that helped Tom Brady pick out what he was going to do this season. This is a beautiful article. This is why I love investigative journalism. These dudes are paid to investigate and get down to it. Their job is to dig and find out all the stuff that nobody wants us to know. So here are the guys' names that helped Brady decide on your 3-14 season, along with Mike Meldman. You ever heard of Mike Meldman? Egon Durban and Tom Wagner, limited partners who also joined the Raiders ownership group in 2024. These are the other guys that are behind the scenes, who I like to call the John Carroll College guys. They have names now. We never knew these dudes' names. They own the Raiders, but they're Charlie and Charlie's Angels. Did you ever see Charlie? No, he just talked on the phone, huh? Here we go. Mike Meldman, I don't know who he is. Egon Durbin and Tom Wagner, who are limited partners in owning the Raiders. They decided with Tom Brady who was who. I don't see Tom Telesco's name here at all. I don't see Mark Davis's name here at all. I see Brady and 3 other cats that I don't even know who they are, what they look like. I don't know their background. I know nothing, but I will know because I'm going to look them up. Raiders hired first-time general manager Spytek, who was seen in league circles as a clear favorite for the job because he had been a University Michigan football teammate of Brady and a personal executive for the Buccaneers during Brady's first 3 seasons in Tampa. So along the NFL, this is what a lot of y'all love to call a DEI hire, bro. Isn't that what y'all be saying, Doc? When y'all be seeing somebody who of a person of color who you feel doesn't have the qualifications to get the job, they're just a DEI hire? What is this? What's this? NFL Circle said that he got the job because he was a teammate of TB12. What does that look like? Is that a DEI hire, homie? Like I said, man, y'all got to watch what the hell you say, bruh. Y'all got to watch what the hell you say, man, because you like to use a person's race for why somebody gets something, but you don't want to use somebody's relationship. Come on, bruh. Everybody around the league knows Spytek's not supposed to. Let me be quiet, bruh. I don't want to insult you. I don't want to insult you guys with the truth. But then again, I don't care. Well, you know what they're saying. This ESPN. Yeah, you can go read along. Okay? You might need to sound out some vowels and some consonants, but you can read it. It says right here, people in the league, they don't think Spytek deserved the job. You're the homie's homie. That's what they're saying, not me. I'm just a guy who needs a cigar. Go pick this up at MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. Okay? With a GM in place, hiring a good coach became the priority. Brady then settled on Ben Johnson. That's who he wanted. Brady wanted Ben Johnson. Okay? They also said that Tom Brady was the color commentator on 5 Fox telecasts with the Bears. Those games that you saw the Bears and you saw Tom Brady on those telecasts, all Tom Brady did was gush over Ben Johnson, how he has changed the culture and how they have bought in, and he spent a lot of time watching Ben Johnson, and he saw the girl that told him no to go to the prom. And he sees her and he's looking at her like, man, why didn't you just come over here? But she didn't like you, Tom. That's why she went over there to the Bears. He never gave you an opportunity to give him a quote. He was never coming. Like I told you guys. Another one I got right when you guys said, Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson. Bend over. You're not getting Ben Johnson. I told you guys that a lot. He was never interested. Okay? But he used Brady. Brady got played. Okay? Just like he got played with Matthew Stafford on those slopes. Matthew Stafford was never interested in coming to the Raiders. He used the Raiders as leverage to go back to Sean McVay and them and Stan Kroenke and go right back to go home like he was going to do in the first place. Okay? So Tom Brady became a recruiter. Per Sports Illustrated, Johnson had zero interest in even interviewing with the Raiders until Brady got involved through intermediaries. Ben Johnson didn't even want to talk to us. It took Brady working behind the scenes to even get him to talk. And then you wonder why he ain't your coach. There were 3 or 4 people that we were truly interested in, according to Mark Davis, he said in January. And when that one person made a decision to go to another team, it became clear that Pete was going to be our guy. Pete Carroll wasn't even the first pick. Pete Carroll was just the backup quarterback, bro. Pete Carroll was the backup quarterback according to Tom Brady. I mean, according to Mark Davis. All right. A close to Spytek said the general manager, John Spytek, was not involved in hiring Pete Carroll because the Raiders did not interview any new coach candidates after he was hired on January 21st. The team announced Carroll's hiring on January 25th last year. That's all I'm going to read. So what did we learn? We learned that Tom Brady had his hands all over a 3-14 football team, even though it looked like he was on a Fox telecast. He was very much involved. He very much made the decisions. The Pete Carroll situation is on Tom Brady. It says right here in this article, man, ESPN, man. I love this. I love this article. All it does is make me write more when I told you Tom Brady wasn't doing nothing. It wasn't just because he wasn't doing nothing. His picks didn't do nothing. His influence didn't do nothing. His decisions didn't do nothing. Okay? Now Mark Davis has put it out for the world to see on a press release that Tom Brady is implicit in whatever happens from here on out. There's no more behind the curtain, homie. There's no more champagne room. Hey, the cameras are on. Everybody can see you, bruh. Whatever you got popping for the next coach, you better get it right because everyone knows it's you now. Tom Brady had his hands all over Pete Carroll. So if you don't like the fact that Pete Carroll was your coach, you don't get the cake for TB12. It's all right here, bro. It's all in black and white. Antonio Pierce said that him getting fired was Tom Brady's decision. John Spytek, as far as the NFL, other teams in the league, he's only there because he's the homie. He got the homie hookup. That's what the league is thinking. That's what they are saying. They don't respect it. Brady did it all, homie, according to that. And at the end of the damn day, whatever happens now is on Brady. Straight up. Okay, it's Spytek's all operations, blah blah blah, but he's just the face. Tom Brady's gonna be like the Wizard of Oz when Dorothy went around the back and she saw there was a little man pulling the strings of the Great Oz. That's Brady. Brady's gonna be moving Spytek's hands and his mouth, all of that. But it isn't going to be Spytek, allegedly. According to this article, that's what they're saying. So what am I saying? I told y'all. What else am I going to say? I told you Brady wasn't going to do nothing, and now he has to do something because now his name's out there, bro. But this article was hella long. It was like 7-8 pages. I just took out what I wanted to take out to prove my point. Number one, we still got 3 coaches we're paying for, bro. These dudes are still on the payroll. Josh McDaniels is still getting paid as a head coach. Antonio Pierce is still getting paid as a head coach. Pete Carroll's still getting paid as a head coach. Tom Telesco's still getting paid as a general manager. Dave Ziegler's still being paid as a general manager. John Spytek is being paid as a general manager because he is the general manager. Does it take all these people to win 3 games? So we technically had three GMs this season. We had 3 head coaches this season, and we only won 3 games, bro. I mean, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? We're not doing much, are we? Okay, so I'm just here to let you know. When I told you guys last year when Brady came on, this is the beginning of a new era, bro. Year 1 flop. Year 1, tin can down the street. Tin can, kick rocks down the street barefoot like Fred Flintstone. Okay? Nothing. But Brady's hands is all over it. Remember when everybody was coming in, oh, Tom Brady didn't have anything to do with Geno Smith. Tom Brady didn't have anything. Yeah, he did. It's all here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Everything. Anything that happened on that field that was bad. Chip Kelly. Yeah. That's Brady. Pete Carroll. That's Brady. Geno Smith. Brady. All that's Brady, bruh. It's all here, bruh. Spy Tech, Brady. All of it's here, bro. There's no more. The veil has been pulled off, bruh. Okay? You met her at the club. She looked good as hell. You took her home. You woke up in the morning. You looked over, dog, and you saw an entire wildebeest by the face with a whole bunch of concealer all over your pillowcases, bruh. That's how she really looks. But that's on your body count, homie. It's on your body count. Your best bet is to kind of feed her really quick, bro. Throw her a couple of Pop-Tarts, bro. Call an Uber. Make sure the Uber's there. And just run her out, throw her in the car, and tell them, just bill my credit card. That's what's going on, bro. No more protection for TB12, bro. That's what this whole live is about. We've been getting it right since he showed up. Tom Brady is definitely very much implicit in this team. There's nothing else to talk about. So right now, you have the first pick of the NFL draft, Raider Nation. Right now, you have 115 million under the salary cap, Raider Nation. Right now, you have a litany of coaches, including a Hall of Fame, first ballot, Super Bowl winning coach who got fired yesterday by the Baltimore Ravens by the name of John Harbaugh, just walking around with nothing to do. If Tom Brady, I'm gonna say it how it's supposed to be. If Tom Brady and John Spytek do not right this ship, and we run into an iceberg and it starts sinking, they need to go down with the ship, just like the captain did on the Titanic movie. You don't get don't try to get into my lifeboat, homie. My lifeboat says Unfiltered Nation on it. We got food, drinks, stripper poles, cigars. We're chilling. I got 3 Lombardi trophies right here. I got my rings. I got y'all. There's no room for Brady and Spytek, bro. Y'all need to go ahead and just blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear nothing, dog. It's official like a referee's whistle, but it's been that way. But ESPN and their group of investigative journalists, not only did they prove me right, they went out and found the names of the other 3 guys, the other 3 assailants. Okay, yeah, you caught the one dude. I love the first 48. You always just got to catch the driver. Once you catch his ass, he'll start telling you the other ones. Mike Meldman, bro, come on, you don't even know who that is. Egon Durban, cat's name is Egon, E-G-O-N, Egon. And last, Tom Wagner. That's it. There ain't nothing to talk about, bro. There ain't nothing to talk about. Over here at Matthew Shack Unfiltered, dog, when it comes to this Raider shit over here, I don't care who you are, bro. You ain't even close to what we do over here, bro. Just continue to keep your people happy over there, dog. But over here, nothing but receipts. Never no cap, and we say it before it happens. I mean, damn, it's right here, bro. Come on. I printed it out. You know I ain't wasting my ink. So any of you guys that said all of that shit, somebody has to be a Team Tank. Somebody has to be a Team Twerk. Somebody has to be Stripper Nation. It's not us. Maybe it's you. Okay? That's what I got to say about that, man. I told you Tom Brady had everything to do with every decision that was wrong. It said it in the article. And this is only 2 pages of it. There's 4 more. Go look at the article. Okay? The name of the article is the same as what's on the post. I took it from ESPN, verbatim. All you got to do is copy it, put it in Google, and the article's going to come up. And it's going to read exactly like that. It's just, I wasn't going to read 7 pages. I just took out the stuff that I wanted to take out. They're talking about Gino in there. They're talking about Max. Max is being talked in there, his situation. They broke this shit down, bro. So if you're interested, go over there and see it. But you got to give your boy Matthew Shack credit for getting it right all the time. Never jumping off of my square, even when y'all told me I didn't know what I was talking about. There you go, bro. Brady is responsible for your season, your record, your quarterback that threw the league leading interceptions, your offensive coordinator who's back in college, and your old ass 74-year-old coach who's going to be getting paid $300,000 a week for the next 2 years. Tom Brady is absolutely responsible for it. Him and these other 3 dudes. I just broke that shit down, bro. Like I said before, if you ain't over here, you ain't where you supposed to be at, man. You're just not. Let me read your questions. Read your questions, y'all. Y'all got anything to say to your boy, bro? Once again, for all these consecutive years in a row, I just come over here and I just bloody the block up, bro. I just come through with a Tommy gun and I just mow down all the bullshit. And that's what I do. I'll be back next year to do it again. Next year, I'll be back again to do it again. There'll be something else that I'll be cooking on and you won't believe it. All right, here we go. See what y'all talking about. Salute to the entire chat. Okay. Once again, thanks for the 1999 dono, man, from Yvonne Holland. Hey, thanks, Yvonne. You know I got love for you, girl. You know that. All right. Justin Sizzle, what's going on? Dankyberry Sports, what's going on? Cheers, man. Cheers. All right, man. Salute to the goons. All right. Prado and Son, salute. Let's get these likes up, y'all. Carlos Haller, salute. Happy New Year, big dog. Rosetown native. Okay. Chris Terrell, what's going on? Okay, Yvonne, hey, happy New Year. Thanks for all you give us. I appreciate that, bro. It just comes to points like this. When I was out here smoking my cigar, wasn't going live. When I read it, I was like, oh, man, this is beautiful, bro. To have ESPN just confirm everything that I've been saying all year. It's all there, bro. And I absolutely dare the Raiders, Tom Brady, or anybody to go to ESPN and sue them for libel, because it's in writing. Slander is when you say something out your mouth. Libel is when you put it in print. I dare them to try it. I bet you nothing happens. I bet you nothing happens. If ESPN got the pelotas to talk about it, then I do too. They got something called Monday Night Football. They got something called NFL Countdown. You don't think that somebody had to approve that article? Yeah, they had to make sure that shit was all good. It's all here, bro. Don't look at me, bro. Just look at me as, damn, how did he do it again? Okay. Resplendent Raider, perfect time to turn things around. And it's always a perfect time to turn things around, bro. I mean, when you live in the sewer, man, it's always a good time to go take a shower. If your ass is dusty, there's never a bad time to jump into the shower, bro. I mean, what's your favorite saying, y'all? Might as well. Might as well take a shower. Might as well. You must eat, might as well. But like I said before, bro, some things don't wash off. I'm gonna have to regas my shit. Okay. Blaze one for the nation. Prado son, Brady don't know. Hey, I'm just telling you what the article says, man. The article said John Spytek is a DEI hire. Y'all love to say black and brown people shouldn't have jobs that have influence. According to this, John Spytek shouldn't be a GM according to NFL sources that are in other administrations. They say Spytek's just there because of Brady. He wouldn't have got a job nowhere else according to that article. Is that me hating or is that me reading something from somebody else? That's me reading from something else, ain't it? There we go. Now I'm getting some fire. Now that's a fire. Now that's a fire, Uncle Gus. Y'all remember that Eddie Murphy joke? Okay. That's a fire. Okay. That's a fire right there. Okay. Shoot, man. Ignition. That's what I do. I ignite everything over here. All right, man. Okay. Maurice, what's going on, Reese? Said we got a real cigar smokers in here. Know your favorite brands if you're not in the wrong place. Come on, dog. Oh, man. This guy needs a cigar, bro. This guy. Okay. Cigar killers, man. All right. What's good? What's good? Okay. He said, I'm already hearing that Tom Brady wants Mendoza. Well, according to what this says, Tom Brady's going to be he makes all the decisions anyway. According to what this says, Tom Brady and these three dudes are the decision makers when it comes to the Raiders. That's what it says, bro. Guys you never heard of. Tom Brady. What's his name? I mean, y'all better get these names together, bro. These are the people who are responsible for your team. Tom Brady, Mike Meldman, Meldaman, Egon Durbin, and Tom Wagner and Tom Brady. Those are the people that are responsible. Pete Carroll's not responsible for it. Mark Davis not responsible for it. Geno Smith's not responsible for it. Chip Kelly's not responsible for it. They were hired to come in and do this. Everybody got paid. Pete, Geno, Chip, everybody. Those four dudes are responsible. It does not say Spytek. It does not say Spytek. So when we hear Tom Brady, we have to go with Tom Brady, bro, because Spytek's not on here. It said Spytek. I mean, come on, bro. This is the last line of the article that I cited. A close source said Spytek was not involved in hiring Pete Carroll because the Raiders didn't interview any head coaches after he was hired. They already had Pete Carroll as the coach before they hired John Spytek. Spytek didn't do anything. What do y'all think about that? Tom Brady has been running things without you knowing it. You thought he was in the booth not running shit? Nah, man, doing the commercials, Brady like this. Yes, that last play, I thought it was, you should have ran a go route instead. Yeah, man, in between Tom Brady running your team. How was a guy running your team he ain't there? Starting to make sense why we were so bad, bro. It makes sense to me. The dude that's calling the shots is, he's doing a game in Atlanta. Then the next week he's doing a game in Chicago. He's doing a game in Indianapolis. He's everywhere but Vegas. But he's calling shots, bruh. He's making phone calls, during the breaks. He's in the green room on the phone. Yeah, John, we need to do next, man. Man, why don't we go ahead, man, and, tell Chip Kelly, man, that I want Genty to get the ball a little bit more this next half. Oh, okay, all right, I got to go. I got to get back online. Ain't nothing to talk about, bro. Your boy has been outed. He's been exposed, bro. It's right here, ESPN. Nothing to talk about. What you gonna do about it now? What you gonna do? You gonna cry now? You gonna cry because now you don't have an excuse for him? You can't be over here having excuses, dog. You're wrecking up my life. The Raiders is my life, bro. Raiders been a part of my life since I was 6 years old. You don't get to mess up my shit. Come over here and mess it all up, dog. Nah, man. I'm definitely gonna say something about it, man. You don't want me to say nothing about him? Tell him to resign. Tell him to leave. Isn't this what y'all say? Tell Mark to sell the team. Okay, tell Brady to leave the team. Because right now, we're worse. Ever since he showed up, we're worse. The article says that. A new era began when he became a 5% owner, because somebody who owns 5% is running the entire ship. You can't make it up, Rosetown Raider. Said you'd rather take Dante Moore. Splendor Mendoza is a safer pick. Gabriel Davis, we need to go John Harbaugh from Baltimore. Hey, man, I don't know what we need to do. You need to ask Tom that. Tom is going to call the shot on your coach. If Tom wants Harbaugh and Harbaugh wants to come, but Harbaugh's not no punk. You ain't going to bully him to be your coach. He might not want to come over here and play his brother. He might want to go to the NFC. If you look at the Harbaughs, it makes sense for John Harbaugh to go to the NFC instead of being the AFC. Because look at what his younger brother did. His brother was in the NFC, coach of the Niners. What did he do? He went to an AFC team. Okay? John Harbaugh's been an AFC coach. He might go to an NFC team. He might go to the Giants. The Giants are better. If I was Harbaugh and I was just doing it for who had the better personnel, I'd go to the Giants. The Giants are going to let him do whatever he wants. Giants have more money than us. They're more valuable than us. They're like the third most valuable team in the league, second or third. They have more money. They have more pieces. They have a quarterback in place with Jackson Dart. They have Malik Neighbors, great young wide receiver. They got Abdul Carter, a great defensive end or defensive tackle. And they got Cam Scatterboo. If he can come back from his injury, I'm pretty sure he will. And they got the third or fourth pick, fifth pick in the draft. They can draft a running back. They got a better team. Our team, psh, and he'll have job security over there. And why would John Harbaugh want to go over there and deal with a general manager when he just dealt with a general manager where he was at? He could probably go over to the Giants. He could definitely go over to the Falcons and call his own shot. He can go to the Falcons and go talk to Arthur Blank and say, hey, man, I want to be the GM and the coach. And they'll say yes. Why would he want to come over here and be with Spike Tech when nobody in the league respects Spike Tech? Nobody in the league thinks that Spike Tech deserves to be the general manager of the Las Vegas Raiders. He only got the job because, quote, he was a teammate of Tom Brady at Michigan, unquote. That's what they say, bro. It don't matter what we say. It matters what they say. Because they're the ones that he has to what? Get on the phone and negotiate with. Get on the phone and talk to. Hey, we're interested in this. Hey, we're interested in that. As of now, he doesn't have the league's respect yet. Doesn't mean he can't get it, but as of now, according to today's article, he doesn't have it. Then what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? What's your excuse now? Okay? All right, so you might as well bring in John Harbaugh. Okay, Anthony Barker said, who do you think is the new coach of the Oakland Raiders? John Madden. He's the new coach of the Oakland Raiders. Okay? Because we're not in Oakland. All right, responded Raider. Brady should give his thoughts about that. That's it. Let the GM do his job. No. No. You don't get to tell the GM to do his job when I'm the GM. Brady's the GM. What are you talking about? You ever been in a situation like a lot of y'all act like you guys don't understand this shit? You ever had your boy do the talking for you in a situation? You ever had your boy say, hey man, don't worry about it. Let me handle it, dog. Don't say shit. Let me talk to her. Your girl don't want to talk to you, bro. I used to be the mediator for my boys all the time. None of my boys can ever say they mediated any of my shit. But Shaq, can you talk to her, dog? I said, man, why did you have that girl in there in the first place, man? Don't you know girls leave shit? My boy had one of their little side pieces leave some shit there. Come on, dude. There's no reason for you to have a compact. Come on, ladies know what I'm talking about. A compact that you pop open and it has the blush on it and it ain't her shade. There's no reason for a girl to be leaving that shit where a woman can find it. Your ass is so stupid. You didn't even know she put it in next to your girl's brush that's in there, it's inside the medicine cabinet. Y'all don't have that kind of game. Okay? Shaq, you got to talk to her. She only going to talk to you. Hey, she talked to me. You know what I did? I said, man, when I talk to her, I'm going to say what I say. You don't get to tell me what to say. You don't get to control my conversation. I'm gonna say what I want to say. You don't get to tell me shit. Yeah, man, go ahead. I got on the phone. I don't want to talk to you, Shaq. No, I know you don't. But I'm just gonna tell you what's up. All I'm gonna tell you is this. He effed up. He effed up. It's on you. Either you love him or you don't. Do you want to take him back? If you take him back, don't mention it. So I'm gonna tell you what I told her. You want him back? Y'all want to get back together? No, y'all got a kid and all that. Don't mention it. You're gonna go back and you're gonna let it go. He's gonna have to understand that if he messes up again, you're gone. You understand that? I can't believe you're not sticking up for him. I don't have to stick up for him. I'm telling you, if you go back, don't mention it. You don't get to rub it in his face. You know what he did. He got caught. You want to go back. You sound like you might want to. If you go back, don't rub it in his face because you got to move past it. But if he does it again, you're back at the crossroads again. What do you think happened? She went back. And guess what he did? He messed up again. But the next time he called me up and told me to talk to her, I said, no, I ain't doing it. So what am I saying? Tom Brady is the man behind the man. When they were back together and they were rolling around town and they were going to everything, clubs and parties and the events and all of that, it looked like he was the one that fixed his relationship with her. But it really wasn't him. It was me. So when you say let the GM do his job, who's the GM? The person who's making shit happen. That's Brady. That's Brady. Okay? Justice Oz said, I read some teams are going after Patrick Graham. Now, here, check it out. The Washington Commanders just requested that Patrick Graham from the Raiders to interview for their defensive coordinator job. Guess what that means, you guys? Patrick Graham is still on the payroll. Patrick Graham is still with the Raiders. Patrick Graham is still a Raider, bro. He survived again. How do you get permission from the Raiders if he doesn't work for the Raiders? If he's fired like everybody else, how do you ask for permission? Because Patrick Graham is still a Raider, bro. He's still a Raider. It's beautiful. Patrick Graham survives again. He's still an employee of the Raiders. Everybody else is gone. Brendan Carroll, Greg Olsen, everybody gone. Even though Greg Olsen's in good standing with us. But Patrick Graham is still a Raider, bro, and he needed to get permission. Man, why don't you just go ahead and do what you're supposed to do, Tom? I'm going to start saying it's all you, Tom. I'm not even going to mention Spytek's name no more. Spytek is just the guy who prints out the contracts. Hey, John, could you go in there and just print out the contracts for me, man? Yeah, that's all he's there to do. He's there to be the type. He types. He delivers coffee. He orders the bagels. According to ESPN, Spytek doesn't have any pull. That's what they're saying. Don't look at me. Just go read the article. Okay? Clean beans. Alfredo, what's going on? Alfredo Mendoza, man. Come on, man. Did you get your number 15 tattoo yet, Alfredo? You better hurry up and get it, bro. Okay. All right, man. Felix Smith, man. Where you been at, Felix? What's going on? Cali King, where you been at? All right. Justice Oz said, like I've been said, Brady's going to have some input on this team. I already know the whole. No. You did not say that, bro. Okay. Don't forget, like you said, Brady signed up on Geno. I did. Brady, he did sign up on Geno because these four dudes. But it doesn't say anything about Spytek, but everyone was under the impression it was Spytek. It wasn't. Okay. All right, man. Alfredo, Mike Hurd in the building. What's going on, man? Go get Mike McCarthy. Why? Why would I go get Mike McCarthy when I have John Harbaugh rolling around? Why would I do that? It's like there's a lot of guys that want us to get people just to sabotage us, bro. Are you a Dallas Cowboy fan, homie? You might be a Dallas Cowboy fan. That's probably why you want him to come over to us like he did y'all. Okay? Official Mac, this is a terrible Raider organization. Like, come on, bro. It's been bad. It just got worse. It just got worse when Brady became, according to this article, let me read it again. Let me read just the part that I want to read. This confirms everything that I've been telling you. Okay? Brady's arrival as a minority owner in 2024 heralded a new Raider era. It starts with him when he got hired. Okay? It says, while Brady did impact the direction, the all too familiar turmoil and failure continued to a 3-14 record. We had 9 losses by double digits. 5 of them with teams that are below 500. And his preferred candidate, Ben Johnson, ran off on the plug, and he went ahead and picked Pete Carroll instead. It says right here, first paragraph, right there, bro. Told you guys, it's all on Brady, bro. All of it. Okay? All right, man. Al Davis is rolling on his grave. No, TB12 is part of this team. It's not about Al anymore. It's Mark's team, dog. Okay? I have a son. I plan on leaving him things when I'm not here. I hope my son does what he's supposed to do. But if he doesn't, it's on him. It's on him, dog. And guess what? Mark has decided to go his own way. That's it. Okay? All right. Okay. I'm seeing what you're saying. All right, man. Whittington Thomas, what's going on, popping? What's happening? Yo Shack Bill says he's locked out of commentating on his live. Can you check? Locked out? I can't check. I can't check because I have to go in and find him. I don't know why he's locked out. Okay, I have to call him because I can't do it from here. I can't look and see who's blocked if he's not on here. Okay. Hey, Bill, I'm going to have to see what's going on. I have no idea what's going on, Bill. You said that last time and you weren't blocked. Maybe you need to upgrade your app. Okay. Because if you can see me, you're not blocked. You must need to upgrade your app. Go to the Google store and download a new YouTube. That's probably what's happening because last time you said it and I went and looked and you weren't blocked or anything. Okay. Guar Pope, what's going on, Guar? I wish we would have kept AP, Josh Jacobs, when we could have worked with AOC and then drafted Shedeur Sanders. But it's not my world. It's not. You're right, though. But AP said Tom Brady was the decision was why he got fired. You think Tom Brady wanted to look at AP knowing that he beat him in a Super Bowl? Allegedly. Like I said, man, whatever happens from this point forward, man, I'm going to be saying Tom Brady's name, bro. E-Trip. What's going on, E-Trizzle? Christy Hurd. What's up, Christy? What's going on? Hey, Christy, it was your boyfriend's birthday yesterday. Your boyfriend, Howie Long. I hope you wore the shirt. Okay? It was your boy's birthday yesterday. I had on the Howie Long shirt yesterday. You can go watch that live yesterday, bro. Good seeing you, Christy. Okay? E-Trip. Nick Rhodes. Okay? Alfredo said TB12 can kick rocks, man. Said Derek Spivey in the house. Hey, man, you know what I do? Chrissy said, I always said why Raider Nation was licking Tom's butt. I mean, absolutely. Just because he was a good quarterback doesn't mean he knows shit about management. It says right here, Tom Brady and his 3 friends that you don't know who they are. You've never heard of them in your life. These 3 dudes. I got their names. That's the beauty of it. I got their names. Now we know these guys. I called them the John Carroll College guys, but now I got their names. Mike Meldman, Egon Durban, and Tom Wagner, and Brady. They were the ones who selected the interview panel. They're the ones that did interviews. It says right here. Neither Pierce nor Telesco had a strong connection to Brady. Brady was part of the interview panel in the hiring process for the Raiders' next head coach back then, 2024, back then, dog, not now, then, who hired the coach that just, Pete Carroll, John Spytek. Those 2, Meldman, Durban, Wagner, Brady, the reason why you had Spytek as the GM. The reason why you had Geno Smith. The reason why you had Chip Kelly. The reason why you had John Spytek. Right here, bro, in black and white. ESPN.com. Go look. There's nothing to talk about. I got it right what I told you. I told you, bro. Brady was definitely involved. And if that was the case, Christy, he was responsible for why we don't have Shedeur Sanders either. Remember the interview? I didn't have anything to do with Shedeur Sanders. But you had something to do with who's the coach. But you had something to do with who's the GM. But you had something to do with who's the OC. But you had something to do with everything else. But you had nothing to do with Shedeur. Like I said, man, Christy, you're street smart. I'm street smart. A lot of us are street smart. If you're gonna keep believing lies, bro, there's nothing we can do, dog. He did it. He did it, bro. He did it. He did it. It's okay. It's all right. It's water under the bridge, but he did it, bro. Shedeur Sanders is not a Raider because of any other reason. We don't have AP because of him. AP said it. We don't have Shedeur. Come on, bro. Ain't nothing to talk about, man. I know it's killing you guys, bro. I know it's really hurting you, bro. It's really hurting you. But I didn't write this, bro. I didn't write this article at all. It was two. It was a man and a woman. I don't know their names because I didn't care. But two investigative journalists for ESPN, a woman and a man, have been spending this entire year unfolding this entire caper, and now it's all out. But are you going to care? Probably not. Lil Sean said, never liked Brady. Jameis Nicholas said, yes. Oz Hansen says, talk that shit. That's what I do. Okay. Larry Ramirez with the 1999 dono. What's up, three ringer? Brady is the cause of everything, bro. He is the facilitator. He is the point guard on the basketball team that's passing all the turnovers, bro. He's coming up court, throwing it, turnover, layup. Come back up the court, throw it, turnover, dunk. Come back down the court, ball stolen, alley-oop. We're down 6-0 already. The game is only 25 seconds in. Beep, beep, beep. Timeout. We're already down 6. Brady. No, Brady, nothing y'all can say. There's nothing you can do. You cannot save your boy, bro. And now it's in writing. The next coach you get, Tom Brady is absolutely responsible, bro. 100%. You better hope you get it right, Raider fan. You better hope you get it right. I ain't worried about it. I'm going to sit back and wait like I've been doing. If you're not going to do it Al's way, then good luck, bruh. Patrick Graham's right there. Rich Bisaccia. Hey, go talk to Gruden, do something. But if you pick the wrong coach, he drafts the wrong quarterback, you don't get to complain to me, bro. If Mendoza winds up not being him and Moore winds up being him and vice versa, you got to blame TB12. It's all in the print. There's nothing to talk about, bro. You can say whatever, bro. Shut, you're just hating on him. No, I'm not hating on him, dog. Tell these investigative journalists that they're hating on him. Tell them that, but you won't. Okay? James, he don't care about us. Why should he? Is he one of us? The Raiders are a damn good investment. What do you mean? The Raiders are a beautiful investment, bro. Do you know how much the Raiders are worth now? We're worth like $9 billion. Mark is worth $5 billion. When we was in Oakland, we was a $1 billion team, and Mark was worth $500 million. Shit, the money's rolling in. We're paying 3 different GMs and 3 coaches right now and looking for somebody else to pay. I mean, damn. That's just like a billionaire who has 4 or 5 different girlfriends. He's just like, hey, honey, here, come here, baby. I haven't seen you. Here, just take 50 grand. Just go buy yourself something. You know what? Here's 100. Go buy yourself something. She gone. All right, bring the other one in. You're juggling. What we used to call juggling back in the Bay Area, bro. You're just juggling a bunch of them. It's all good until one of them hits the ground. Then it boom. Oh, damn. Then next thing you know, you just start dropping everything. So he's been juggling this entire situation, but it's all out now, dog. So what does this mean now? What it means now is now we have a person to look at. Tom Brady could either get it right or he can get it wrong. If Tom Brady gets it right and we win a Super Bowl, I'll salute him. I'll give him a Raider salute. I'll say, hey man, you're in. He wants to be good with Shaq. Give me a chip. Larry, these ones have rings on. I need this one. He give me my pinky ring. All is forgotten. All is forgiven. Everything. Hey man, I'll be like, hey bro. Welcome to Raider Nation. I'll say that shit without no problem, dog. But anything that's not that, not a playoff win, not a playoff, not an AFC Championship appearance, not a Super Bowl appearance. I need a Super Bowl victory. You get me a Super Bowl victory, man? It's all good. He don't get me a Super Bowl victory, it's not all good. That's the price. What's your price? Raider Nation, what's your price? A draft pick? Mendoza's your draft. He drafts Mendoza, and that's all it takes for you. Nah, dude, I've had a bunch of draft picks, man. I drafted Charles Woodson. I drafted Max Crosby. I drafted Cliff Branch. Everybody that's my guy, Marcus Allen. Tim Brown. You think that one draft pick is making him a Raider to me? Nah. I drafted Fred Biletnikoff. Come on, bruh. Gene Upshaw. Ray Guy. Come on, dog. Come on, Dave Casper. I drafted a whole bunch of Hall of Famers that got me chips. Him drafting Mendoza is not going to make him a Raider to me. What's going to make him a Raider to me is winning me a championship. He does that, dog. All is good. He can go to the barbecue. He can come over, dog. Hey man, move over, bro. Move over. ATB, man, get to the front of the line, bro. He'll get some potato salad first, Christy. Don't touch the potato salad. Tom's going to break in the potato salad. You can. Hey, what piece of meat you want? Which tomahawk you want? TB, what you want? You got me. You got me something that took me 42 years to get. I've been waiting 42 years. 42. A lot of y'all ain't even 42. You ain't even 32. I've been waiting a long time. He get me that, all is forgotten. Everything's forgiven, bro. All good. But not with all this information, bro. Corroborated, investigated. Come on, bro. No. He's responsible. He has to fix it, bro. All of his decisions were bad, bro. They were bad. His choice of offensive coordinator was bad. His choice of coach was bad. His choice of quarterback was bad. He didn't want Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is doing what? Just leading the NFC with a 14-3 record right now. That's all. Number 1 seed in the NFC playoffs. We could have had him, but he didn't want Sam Darnold. See, I'm starting to understand why TV don't want certain quarterbacks. We all know Tom Brady hated on Derek Carr. You're going with that motherfucker? Anybody that is threatened, that resembles him, he don't want him around. He don't want him around, bro. Sam Darnold is closer to a quarterback to him than Geno. Geno's not even close to Tom Brady in accuracy, in poise in the pocket. None of that shit. Okay? Yeah, there's a big ass chasm between Brady and Darnold, but it's closer between, I mean, damn, Geno is underneath the building. So, does he really want Mendoza? Or does he want, I mean, he might want more. Is it more like Geno? I mean, come on, bro. Hey, Alfredo Mendoza. I'm about to really make you think, bro, because that's my job. Mendoza is closer to Brady in style, in swagger and moxie and all of that than Dante is. Dante's more like Geno, but he chose Geno over Darnold. So do not be surprised if he chooses. Y'all don't want to hear me, man. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil y'all dinner, bro. I know, man. That turkey pot pie is not gonna taste as good as it would after listening to me. I just need to stop, bro. I need to stop. I'm ruining you guys' dinner. I'm sorry, bro. Okay. Hot Pocket and a Modelo. I get it. I'm ruining it. Tom Brady isn't a good evaluator of quarterback talent. Didn't he draft Cam Miller? Didn't he draft Cam Miller, y'all? Where's Cam Miller at? Brady endorsed 2 quarterbacks. One is Geno, one is Cam Miller. Y'all better really start thinking really hard about what could happen. I'm going to sit back, I'm going to smoke a cigar, and I'm going to see what happens. All right. Okay. All right, man, straight up. Compton Outlaw Bandit, that's right, man, that's right, baby boy. I already know what it is. Okay. Marty Lowe, what's going on, Marty Lizzle? What's happening? Peter Johnson, who do you like going to the Super Bowl? I'm not ready yet. I gotta see some playoff games. I know who I'd like to see win. That would be Jacksonville, because of my family. I have a lot of cousins in Jacksonville. I have a lot of family in Jacksonville. So it'd be good to see my family happy, man. They don't have much out there. So I just for family, not for football. I don't have a football favorite. I just have a family favorite. Good to see my family get a chip. That would be good. Okay, when I go down there and hang out, they're like, cousin, when you gonna come down to a game? I'm like, shit, I don't want to go to Jacksonville. I mean, Jacksonville's gangster. I don't really want to go there. I've been there before, but I didn't stay long. I was like, not really cracking. All right. But it'd be good to see them win. That's it. Bushido, what's going on? Happy New Year. What do you think about Ty Simpson declaring? Ty Simpson got exposed some. He got exposed some, dog. He should declare, because I don't see Alabama going anywhere. I think that they're, but he's probably like a 3rd or 4th round pick. I think he's probably making the right decision, but he didn't look good. All right, man. Okay. All right, man. 5%. Christie, just think we could have had Magic Johnson, and we with Basacha would have been solid. Mark didn't want to do no business with Magic Johnson at all, bro. None. Magic was chomping at the bit to try to be with the Raiders. Everything Magic touches works. Since Magic's been with the Dodgers, y'all have won three championships since Magic's been with the Dodgers, bro. And since Magic left the Lakers has only had 1 championship. That's it. Like I said, man, Mark is not trying to do anything the way he wants to do it. He wants to do it his way. He took Tom Brady over Magic. That's true. I believe they punted on the season and set all this into play. But now the 11 herbs and spices have now been put out into the open. Y'all remember Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible 1? The necklace? The necklace is in the open. It's in the open. Remember Tom Cruise? The necklace is in the open. Remember that? While the guy was saying, yeah, I know. I want it in the open because I'm about to sell it. Remember? Go watch Mission Impossible 1, bro. The first one, bro. The first one. You'll see the young Tom Cruise, bro. And he said that knock list, which had all the agents, the listing of all the agents all over the world, their pictures, their ID, everything where they were, all at, was in the open. This is the knock list right here. The knock list is in the open, bruh. We know everything. We know everybody's names. You never heard of these 3 other dudes in your life. These dudes have been owning the Raiders all year. Limited partners who you never knew who they were. Their names are in the article, bro. They're not happy, bro. Not everybody wants you to know they're paid. Not everybody wants you to know when you're us. Oh, Christy, you know we're flogging out. We're flogging in front and outside. Nails, hair, chains, whip, crib, party. We turning up, Birkin bag. We doing it all. When we get some money, these dudes, New Balances, 10 old ass jeans, faded button-up shirt, cap pulled all the way down like this. They don't want you to know shit. They got their car that they drive to the store. They're driving an old Nissan Maxima and shit, old pickup truck or some shit. They don't want you to know that they got all the oil. They don't want you to know they're the oil man. Hey, Mr. Randall. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Randall. That's for you. I wasn't here. Sorry, sir. Keep it down. They don't want you to know. But the knock list is in the open now. I love it. You can't stop investigative journalism, dog. They're digging. They're digging, bro, and they dug and they hit the mother lode on this. I love it, bro. This proves everything. And I had none of this. How was Matthew Shack Unfiltered knowing any of this? I don't know. I didn't get no info. I just know from the Shield telling me something ain't right. Something stink. You're supposed to wipe front to back, not back to front. Somebody wiping the wrong way. You're wiping it up into you and not wiping it off of you. Like I said, it's right here, bro. I'm telling you. I love it. Okay. Good job, Christy. SoCal, what's going on? Okay. Brady calling the shots, man. SoCal said never trusted him. He's responsible, bro. It says right here, 3-14 record. It's his fault. His decisions were implicit in how it went down. He's over there making money, doing his own thing, and he's running our shit. He ain't even there. Don't you want somebody that's going to be there every day? How do you expect to compete if the man that's calling the shots ain't there? If the man is over there making 600 million over there, and he's just making a phone call he's not boots on the ground, bro. He's not boots on the ground. That's why we're where we're at. Come on, man. You got to be here every day. He thinks Spike Tech is going to do it. Spike Tech is his eyes and ears. No matter where you work at, you have a snitch that works with you. No matter where you work at, there's a snitch that is there, that's only there to report back to the higher ups what's going down. Everywhere you work at, there's a snitch. And it's always somebody who you least expect. Somebody's telling. Ain't that right, Christy? Somebody's telling, bruh. Somebody's telling. Somebody telling, bruh. But Spike Tech is telling. It's not even a secret. It says right here. He's the person that shouldn't be there. They didn't say anybody else shouldn't be there. They didn't say Gino shouldn't be there. They didn't say Kelly shouldn't be there. They didn't say Brady shouldn't be there. They didn't say none of that. They said Spike Tech is only there because he's the homie's homie. That's the only reason NFL general managers and administrations from the other 31 teams do not respect John Spike, because he is an industry plant according to them. Not me. I ain't said it. That's what they're saying. Who? All 32 teams are hating? They're all wrong. They didn't say that about any other general manager we had. They didn't say that about Tom Telesco. Tom Telesco was with the Chargers for 12 years before he came to us. They didn't say that about Dave Ziegler. They didn't even say that about Mike Mayock. They're saying that about John Spike, who was seen in league circles as the clear favorite for the job because he had been a University of Michigan teammate of Brady's and a personnel executive. He was a personnel executive for the Buccaneers. He wasn't even assistant GM. He was a personnel exec. He never had that job. At least Champ Kelly was an assistant GM and interim GM. He had more credentials than his boy did. But where is he being an assistant GM in Miami right now? So for everybody that says, oh man, well, Champ Kelly didn't have enough experience. What does it say here? It said that Spike was a personal executive for the Buccaneers. For 3 years that Brady was there, he was not a general manager at all, not even assistant GM. He was a personal exec. That's not the same as a GM, is it? A shift lead is not a manager. A shift lead ain't even an assistant manager. I'm tired of y'all, man. Caping. Stop caping. This man is too great. Tom Brady is too great and too iconic for you guys to cape for him, dog. He has to do this shit on his own. That's all I'm here to say. Oh, Shaq, you hate Brady. Dude, I don't have to hate nobody, okay? I'm just saying he's too iconic for him not to take the pressure. The pressure is on, okay? The fire is up. It is on him. Last year's over, but now we know who was in charge. Now he has to deliver. I've seen Brady be clutch many times. I've seen him on that football field when he was down 28-3 against the Atlanta Falcons going into the third quarter. He was down 25. I saw that dude surgically in 30 minutes snatch that entire football game and win at the end. I seen it with my own eyes. Now he has to do it with the Raiders, bro. I expect him to succeed. I have to see it. He has to do it. He's Brady. He's the GOAT. That's what GOATs do, right? You don't get to come over here and not do it. I'm definitely hoping that he does it. I'm expecting him to do it. I'm rooting for him to do it. But there's always if he doesn't do it. If he doesn't do it, I'll be here. Trust me. I'm not playing favorites, bro. I'm a Raider. I need my 4th championship, and I need it now. Not 5 years from now. Not 4 more quarterbacks and 4 more coaches. Because I'm going to tell you now, if we wind up not doing anything, John Spike will be the next person fired. It won't be Brady because he bought in. But Spike, your ass is going to go back to where you were before, man. And that's not a GM job. All right? Okay, straight up. Okay? Winston Thompson, I never wanted him to be here. No Patriots have our best interests in mind. But these aren't Patriots at this point. These are Buccaneers. Brady's not here as a Patriot. Brady's here as a Buck. Brady's here as a Buck. Okay? He's not here as a Patriot. He's here as a Buck. He didn't go and get his boy. Well, he tried to bring over Mike Vrabel. Remember? Mike Vrabel's going to be our coach because he has a great relationship with Tommy. It's a slam dunk. No, it ain't. Because Mike Vrabel's like, hey, Tom, I can't do it. These guys are rich, famous, iconic. champions, but they're just like you and me, bro. Just imagine one of your boys who has a bad idea. Just imagine one of your boys or one of your girls, for the ladies, who has a bad idea and you say, I ain't doing it. It's nothing different. My boys will tell you, any of my hardcore boys, my boys that are like the groomsmen that are in my wedding, my 4 or 5 guys that were in my wedding, those dudes, they'll tell you Shaq's always gonna say no first. Yo, man, we need to. Nah, you don't even know what I'm gonna say. I know it's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. Why? Because it's coming from you. It's gonna be bullshit. I love you, man, but it's gonna be bullshit. Tell me why it won't be. Oh man, you just want to say no. Yeah. I'm not falling for your capers, bro. That's why I'm never in no shit. Vrabel said, nah, dog, I can't do that. I got to go back. Man, you come on, man. You gonna go back over there and go out there and be with Kraft, man? Yeah, man, Kraft. I'm about to go over there and be with Kraft, dog. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Hair, nail, rings, all that. Okay, all right. Okay, you already know. PG for head coach. I'm with it, Lloyd Lay. You think Max is gonna stay? Yeah. You know why I think Max is going to stay? Because the Raiders are in sell mode. You know, if you buy a expensive enough house, it'll come fully furnished. So when you buy the house, it's already furnished. You go and buy a $30 million mansion here in LA. It's already furnished when you buy it. You're buying everything in it. The artwork, the couches, the throw rugs. When you walk into it, it's livable right then. It ain't, oh, well, I got to buy furniture. Oh, well, I got to buy a bed. Oh, well, I got to buy a TV. Oh, I got to buy. No, dude. When you buy houses here in here in LA, here in Malibu and all of that, all these big ass cribs, those houses are fully furnished. A lot of times the cars are included in the house. You get the Maybach, you get the Ferrari, you get the blah, blah, blah. When you buying houses like that, you walk in the house, everything's already furnished. There's already food in the refrigerator. What do you want? Groceries already in there. Everything's doing. You got your staffs already there. Your pool guy, your lawn dude, the maids are in there, the nannies. When you have that kind of money, you walk into an existing situation, bro. That's what it is. Okay? That's what it is, bro. And Max is the crown jewel in the crown. How are you going to sell a job? How are you going to get a John Harbaugh and say, but we're not going to have Max? Hey, John, hey, what's going on? This is Spy Tech. Spy Tech? Well, yeah, I'm speaking for Tom, though. Okay. Well, what's up? Yeah, man, are you interested in a job? Well, there's a lot of rumors about Max. Is Max going to be there? Oh, yeah, well, we're actively trading Max. Hello? Oh, he hung up. Why would John Harbaugh want to be your coach and there's no Max Crosby? What? No. Max not going nowhere, bro. You need Max to sell this job. This job is whack. This job is boo-boo kitty. This job it's unjobbable. You're definitely, when the buyer comes to the house, you're pulling out the best whips in front. You got the staff standing there. Okay, you guys ready? Ready? Okay, let them in. Nice seeing you, John. Because it's going to be Tom Brady. He ain't going to be no Spy Tech. Hey, Tom. Hey, how you doing, John? You want to look around? Here's a facility. Max will be there. How you doing, Max? Man, I'm glad I ain't got to play against you if I come here. Brock, Genty. I bet you Eugene won't be there. Hey, is Gino around? Oh, no. Haven't heard from him. Max going nowhere. You don't get a John Harbaugh without Crosby. Are you high? No Crosby, no Harbaugh. You might be able to get Vance Joseph. You want Vance Joseph? You can get him. You can get Brian Daboll. You want him? You can get him. But you're not getting John Harbaugh without a whole Max Crosby, bro. Are you crazy? That's just like his younger brother going to go get the job with the Chargers, and there's no Justin Herbert. No, these are Harbaughs, bro. These guys are the Mannings of coaching. You guys are crazy, bro. Jack Harbaugh, who you guys don't know, but I'm from the Bay Area, and Jack Harbaugh, their father, is a renowned coach as well. He was under the 49ers organization. I remember when I was in middle school, Jim Harbaugh was balling for Palo Alto High School back in the Bay because his father worked for Eddie DeBartolo and the 49ers. You're talking about the Manning family in coaching. Jack Harbaugh, John Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh. You're not going to get those guys without Max Crosby. So do you want a legendary first ballot Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning coach, or do you want Vance Joseph? You tell me. All right. Brady still wants success. Show me. Show me. Stop telling me what he wants. This is Tom Brady. Okay? This is a guy who shows you with 7 Super Bowl wins. Show me, homie. Stop telling me what his intentions are. See, you guys care about intentions. I care about results. I don't care about intentions, bro. I don't care. That's what you guys, you live on intentions. You live on intentions. That's why you don't have no championships. That's why you're always looking the way you're looking. Because he tried. Well, he wants to win. Well, man, I don't care about wants, bro. I want a lot of shit. You got to take this shit. It's the NFL. What are you talking about? You don't get you anything. We got to take this. Brady has to get in and get in there and say, we're taking this shit. I'd have more respect if he said, yeah, I'm in. Man, if Tom Brady comes out and says this, I give him all the credit. Tom Brady do a press conference. All right, man. Yeah, I'm over here, but I'm running it. It's on me. Like he did when he used to do when he was playing. It's on me. I'm responsible for whatever happens from now on. It's me. I'm going to get out here and do what I did before when I was on the field. I'd be like, man, shit. I'd be clapping my hands. That's the Tom Brady I want. I want the killer Tom Brady. I want the absolute assassin Tom Brady. I want the guy that wants to eat your heart. That's what I want. I don't want this guy that's over there pretending that he ain't doing shit. I don't like this Tom Brady. I want the other one. I want the one that I rooted against for 18 years, bro. The one that got the tuck call. The one that was getting all the calls and all the shit. That's what I want. I want him. I don't want this one. Whatever this one is, bro, take it back and get me the savage one. But you guys care about intent. I don't. They intended to give you a raise, but once they looked at the budget for next year, they decided not to. What's paying your bills? The intent? You're going to go to your landlord? Well, they intended to give me the raise, but they didn't. They're going to say, we intended for you to pay your rent, but you didn't. 3-day notice. Y'all live in what the way the world ought to be. I live in where the world really is. Which one's more accessible? Which more is more attainable? Which one is the more that makes things happen? The way things really are. And the way things really are is his intent wasn't to go 3-14 last year, but that's our record. So you guys could keep talking about that all you want. That's why you're you, and that's why I'm me. Okay? All right? Straight up. Brady lied through his teeth about Shador. Come on, bruh. He didn't think this was going to come out. He's supposed to be his mentor. Shador, little protege. If he did all of this, he definitely said no to Shador, allegedly. Why wouldn't he? That's not even big. That's not even a big deal. It's like the person that lies about little shit that he shouldn't even lie about. Women know that one. You women on here know about a guy who you might have been interested in, or you dated, or you were involved with, that just lies about stuff that they shouldn't even lie about. Like, why are you lying about that? What kind of gas did you put in the car? Oh, I put in super premium. When you saw him put in unleaded, you just put in 89 octane. You didn't put in no 93. Just lying about stuff because they lie so much telling the truth is hard. You're lying about Shador. You should have just said, well, I didn't see a fit. No. When you don't have to be accountable, that's what you do, bro. When you don't have to be accountable for what you do, you'll say anything. Okay? All right. Larry Ramirez. Appreciate you, pimping. Okay. Load One says, Brady's from the Bay Area. He wants success. Dude, I'm from the Bay Area. What are you talking about? You think you're talking to somebody who ain't from the Bay? I'm from the Yay, dog. I'm from the soil. What do you mean? What do you mean? I've been to Brady's high school. Have you been to Brady's high school? I played basketball in a tournament there. I'm from the Bay too. He ain't no more Bay than me. I'm older than he is. I've been in the Bay longer than he's been in the Bay. What do you mean? Brady ain't more Bay than me. Straight up. So he from being from the Bay don't mean shit to me when I'm Bay all through. I'm Oakland Raider, bruh. Hagenberger Road in 880. I'm Bay. I know Bay. He's from the Bay. So what? John Madden was from the Bay too. Daly City. What you talking about? What you saying? Being from the Bay don't give him no pass. That makes it even worse for him with me. He from where I'm from. He from my soul. He from my territory. He should know better. But when he grew up from the Bay, he was a 49er fan. Say the whole truth, homie. He wasn't no fan of no damn silver and black when he was in the Bay, bro. He was a Joe Montana fan. He was there when Dwight Howard made the catch. He was there with his dad. Don't try that shit. Don't ever try to use no Bay to justify anything. You're talking to the wrong one. I know this LA shit got you misconstrued, but you barking up the wrong tree with the Bay shit. The Bay talk. Nah. Okay? I lived in San Francisco. My brother was born at San Francisco General Hospital. Don't play with me on no Bay shit. All right, man. BDQ. Mark said from jump, Brady was approved to be a minority, that he would be helping out in decision and personnel. But yeah, that was said. But when it came down to when things were going bad, nobody wanted to put Brady's name on it. That's the problem. Mark said it, but y'all didn't believe it. Oh no, Brady didn't have anything to do with that, man. Brady didn't sign up on Geno, man. Brady didn't. Y'all was caping for him. Don Brady's like, it's like anything else, bro. If you're gonna tell it and I ain't telling it, I ain't gonna stop you. Why am I gonna stop you? No, that ain't true. That ain't true, you guys. No, he's just gonna be like, Anthony King, what's up, big dog? There's a lot of buzz about this Davis Webb interview. He's definitely looking into the head coach role, the Broncos and the Knicks, a Cliff Kingsbury connection. Like I said before, man, these investigative journalists is going down. And salute to all of us independent journalists like me. This channel is an independent journalistic channel. Okay, which means I have no affiliations. Nobody can tell me, as long as I'm not in here just making shit up and saying crazy shit, I don't have anybody that's pulling my strings, bro. Okay, when it comes to this content, I don't get no perks. You're not seeing me on the sidelines. You're not seeing me, inner sanctums and at these events and all that shit. Because you ain't gonna be able to come on here and say what I say and be invited to any of that shit. That's why they don't say what I say. They're not messing up. They're not messing up the access, man, down to the damn win suites that's on the field and shit. They're not doing that. While Shaq is sitting in the stands, they're on the field. There's a difference. Now let them say what I say. Let them pull out one of these. This article is readily available to everybody that does Raider content. Tell me if your favorite Raider content channel or content creator even brought this shit up. If they didn't, there's a reason. Okay. All right. I'm smoking on that good stuff, Whittington Thomas. Okay, Fidel. All right, currently watching Super Bowl 11 and 15. Yeah. All right, man. Kicking facts, Jay Marion. What we having for dinner? That's a good question. But them turkey tacos, bruh. Shit, there might be some of those left, but she doing something in there. I'm looking at her. She doing something in there. She doing something. She bought a big ass papaya. And she was cutting it up. I was like, she doing something, dog. I don't know what she doing, but I'm staying out the way. All right? Yeah, she in the kitchen right now. All right? He might draft Mendoza, Alfredo. Okay? All right. Nidam Moore said the Raiders should have gave Pete Carroll one more year. It wasn't fair. Come on, man. Life ain't fair, bro. AP should have got another year. Rich Bisaccia should have got another year. Ty Simpson, Alabama declared there's another quarterback in the draft. He got cooked. Mendoza cooked him. You can forget about him. Flex money in the house. Nick Rose in the house. Okay. He said he hires Davis Webb. Hey, man. John Spytek's not hiring nobody, bro. He's not hiring Davis Webb is not helping him. Tom Brady's calling that shot. I just told you who's calling the shots, man. You could talk about what Spytek needs to do all he wants to. He's not calling the shot. Okay. All right, man. Ant, what's going on? Antoine in the house. Okay. Okay. Derek Spivey says, I drive a forklift. Betty 20, 30 again a game. That's right. Better fix this shit. Ain't nothing wrong with driving a forklift. Nothing wrong with it, bro. I'm just telling you that this guy, he's gonna be having accidents, and the safety numbers are gonna be going down. That's all I'm saying. Egon, okay, here we go. Egon Dubon worth $2.3 billion. Here we go. See, like I said, now we got names. Now we got names. Who's the biggest Raider content creator on YouTube? Tell him to read some of these names off on the thing. I dare him to, or anybody else. I dare any of these dudes to say this shit. Egon Dubon worth $2.3 billion. Tom Wagner, $1.6 billion. Michael Millman worth over $500 million. There you go. There you go, bro. That's it. Okay. All right. Love it. Okay. All right. Harbaugh at the top of many teams' list. He is. Great Raider insight, man. Fidel, what's going on, Fidel? Facts, Harbaugh's dad coached at Michigan, won a division at Natty and Western Kentucky. People don't know Jack Harbaugh. I know Jack. Only reason why I know Jack Harbaugh is because he was with the Niners when I was in middle school. He was in with the Niners, and we used to hear about his son, Jim Harbaugh, absolutely lighting them up in high school. So here, I say hear about it. We didn't have like what we have now. You know, how you have rivals and you can look at their tapes and all that. We would just hear about this dude. Yeah, man, Jack Harbaugh's son is just killing it. Throwing for 475. And I was just hearing about it. I'm like, damn, who was this kid? Who's this kid? I wasn't going up there to go watch no game, though. I wasn't doing that. But that's the reason why Jim got the scholarship to go to Michigan. Because he also had the Michigan connection from Pops. So this is what they do. The hookup. The hookup is the hookup. Jack Spivey, you think the Indiana quarterback, if we picture the first rail who'll help right the ship, Mendoza? I'm not gonna say that he's the entire answer, but we'll find that out. He needs help. To put that all on a rookie is a lot. To put that all on a rookie for him to come in and do all the things that everyone says he needs to do, that's a lot to do, man. It's a lot to do, man. God bless that kid. He got to come to the Raiders and has to fix our entire situation. Good luck to that kid, bro. That's all I can say, man. God bless him. He comes from a very religious family, and they need to pray. He come to us, they need to pray. They will pray more, because we are definitely not anything that is looking good at this point. Okay? All right, man. Oaktown in the building. That's right. Bay Area, man. Straight up. RP. What up, Unc? Catch me on magazine out in Fremont. Yeah, man. I've seen a lot of them in the streets. What do you think is leaking about the meeting without Chip during the season, trying to get it right? Now, here's something else that's coming out. One thing about the Raiders are really tight-lipped, and they keep things very much under the breast. But it's coming out that one of the other reasons why Carroll's out was because Brendan Carroll, they weren't even having proper meetings. And John Spytek was meeting with Ashton Genty to watch tape. Go look it up. I read that John Spytek had weekly meetings with Ashton Genty watching tape. And they were having meetings, offensive line, on their own. They were having extra meetings on their own. And Pete Carroll wasn't doing nothing. Pete Carroll wasn't making his son do anything. That's what go look it up, man. I'm telling you what I read. Justin Sizzle. Okay. All right, man. Shaq, you going live Friday for Indianapolis, Oregon game? Yes. I'll be here. Probably not allowed to say them names. Word of mouth, newspaper articles back then. You're already right. Mendoza is mentally strong. I'll give him that. He'll have to be. Shaq, who do you want for coach? A Raider? That's what I want. I want to go back to the old ways. That's what I want. But it ain't going to happen. Give me a Raider, bro. I can live with that. At least we tried it. Okay. Brendan, definition of incompetent, collecting checks. Hey, man, but they said nepotism in the article. See, like I said before, man, it's okay if they do it. It ain't okay if we do it. Winton Thomas. People want to try to talk shit about Bronny James, and he is only in the NBA because of his dad, but he actually works hard. That kid actually works hard, bro. He's working hard to try to do something. Yeah, his father gave him an opportunity, but he's in there busting his ass. He ain't in there being lazy and just sitting around, effing around. He's actually getting better. He's actually improving and out there balling. He's out there doing what he could do. Brendan Carroll wasn't doing shit. Brendan Carroll wasn't even having meetings, bro, with the offensive line. The offensive line, God bless their souls, they were trying to meet together to have extra meetings because they weren't getting them from Brendan Carroll. Brendan Carroll like, hey, man, I clocked out. I'm going home. I'm like, damn. No wonder the line didn't know what wasn't blocking. If the damn coach don't want to coach, he just there, hey, man, shit, my daddy said I can go home early. Come on, bro. Alfredo said Pete Carroll McVisor 2.0. Well, he gone now. Why you kicking a dead horse, Alfredo? He gone. You wanted him gone. See, Alfredo, you right now, bro. Check it out, gang. You good. You got everything you wanted. You wanted the deck cleared. You wanted the first pick of the draft. You got it. You wanted Pete Carroll fired. You got it. You need to be putting your efforts into what happens next, because you're actually very much in the mix of a fan that got everything they wanted, and you got to do something with it. You ain't gonna get no pass, man. You my dog, but you don't get a pass, homie. You gotta succeed. Everything happened the way you wanted it. The only thing that didn't happen the way you wanted is you wanted to lose all the games. You wanted to tank. We didn't tank. But you still got what you wanted, the first pick. You got to draft Mendoza. You got to get a good coach and you got to win. That means you're with Tom Brady. That means you and Tom Brady are standing on the same side. You better start rooting for Brady. You better start trying to figure out what you could do because you're along with it. You got everything you wanted. Now you don't. Now you don't get to complain, bro. You don't get to complain if we suck. You don't get to complain if we don't draft Mendoza. Nope. You got what you wanted. The first pick and the coach gone. It's on you, bro. You don't gotta like him, dog, but you're on the same trajectory. Your happiness is tied to TB12. Whatever he does is gonna make or break you at this point. Keeping it a buck, y'all. Keeping it a buck. Can't help you. Can't convince me Pete didn't know what was going on. Pete knew what was going on, but Pete didn't have no pull. You know what's going on at your job too, but unless you are a shot caller, you don't get to say nothing. You know what's going on, bro. How many times have y'all been on the job? See, I know how to say shit to make you understand. How many times have y'all been? Man, this is a dope ass shirt, man. Man, I'm just looking at it in the reflection. This shit is tight. MatchingCheckUnfiltered.com. How many times have you ever seen the big boss and your manager like sneak off in a room in a side or something, and they're in there, and you guys are out there, and you're like, man, he's in there probably telling them what happened yesterday, or but you know what's going on. Your manager's throwing y'all under the bus. That's exactly what he's doing, and you can't do shit about it. That's Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll was the patsy. He's Lee Harvey Oswald. he's in the book repository up there in Dallas, Texas, but he could shoot guns going two directions. Come on, bruh. Somebody's a scapegoat. He knows what's going on, but he's just like you. And then the manager comes out. All right, fellas, round up. We got some new things going on here, man. From now on, you guys have to park on the street. You can't park on the lot. And we're not going to be doing, you knew what he was doing. You're like, man, the only reason why we can't park on the lot is because your dumbass parked in the executive parking lot. You parked in Claire's parking stall. Now we can't park in there. But he's going to act like, well, we haven't done a great job with the parking, so now we have to park on the street. And yeah, what do you think? Pete Carroll's doing the same shit. He knows who went in there and told. Somebody's always telling. Somebody's always snitching. Somebody's always giving it up. Somebody's always oiled down. Okay? May not be you, but somebody's slipping and sliding in the back room. Just letting it be known. Okay? All right. Okay, I'll be here for the game. All right, we said 4:30 Pacific time on Friday. Shit, I got to make sure I'm here then. Damn, I'm gonna have to make sure. Okay, my son get out of school. Wow, that's gonna be that. I'm gonna have to get home. My son get out almost 3 o'clock, and it takes some time to get home. Yeah, I'm gonna be flying to get here. Okay, all right. So even if I come in a little late, I'll be on. But since it's Friday and my son got school and I got to commute, I should get back hopefully by 4. I should do it. But if not, I'll come in when I can get in, and I'll come in. All right, man. Love all y'all out there, man. We done chopped it up. We done did everything. Okay. I'm not going to stay out here too much longer, man, because I'm about to go eat. But as I said before, bro, go to ESPN.com and read the rest of that article. It's 7 pages. It says everything, bro. Everything that you want to know what's going on and how it happened is in that article, bro. And like I said before, Matthew Shack Unfiltered is not employed by ESPN, the Raiders, or any other media outlet. But somehow, some way, I always get it right. Matthew Shack Unfiltered.